Let me share my screen. Yeah, good morning. Okay. So good morning students once again to all of you. So I hope everybody is fine. நல்லா இருக்கீங்க நம்புறேன். So இன்னைக்கு வந்து we'll look at questions எல்லாமே சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி we'll look at the questions for the competitive exams. நம்ம என்னென்ன கவர் பண்ணிருக்கிறோமோ இதுவரையிலுமே. So the 11th standard portions we will see fully. ஏன்னா 12th வந்து just now we have jumped in. So அதனால I'm not taking questions from 12th. So we'll see all questions possibilities from 11th standard. சரிங்களா? So that is what we are going to see today. அது முடிச்சிட்டு நம்ம step by step போலாம். So right from chapter 1 we will see all different possibilities of questions in all aspects. So பார்த்துட்டு we'll keep moving ahead. So that is what I'm aiming at today. So இன்னைக்கு நம்ம வந்து we'll look at all those aspects. சரிங்களா? So I'll start off. Yeah. So we'll see questions one by one. So என்னோட screen visible இருக்கு நம்புறேன். I hope everybody is able to see the blackboard.
Visible, sir.
Yeah, பார்க்க முடியுதுங்களா?
Sir, visible.
Yes, okay. So here comes the first question. Okay, here's the first question. So நான் வந்து question எழுதுறேன் and give you the options. So நீங்க meanwhile வந்து ஒரு book வச்சுக்கோங்க for trying out. So solutions நம்ம பார்க்கலாம் detailed. சரிங்களா? So going with the first question. Here's the first question. Two particles A and B. Two particles A and B get 4 meters closer each second. Two particles A and B get 4 meters closer each second while traveling in opposite direction. First statement, they get 0.4 meters closer every second while traveling in the same direction. Okay, so while traveling in the same direction, they get 0.4, that is 0.4 meters closer. The speeds of A and B are so I'll give you the options. So option A, 2.2 meters per second and 0.4 meters per second. Option B, 2.2 meters per second and 1.8 meters per second. Option C, 4 meters per second and 0.4 meters per second. Finally, option D, 2.2 meters per second and 4 meters per second. Yes. The question try பண்ணுங்க. I'll read the question once again. So two particles A and B are getting 4 meters closer. For a situation கொடுத்திருக்காங்க ரெண்டு particles வந்து they are coming 4 meters closer while traveling in opposite directions, and they get 0.4 meters closer every second while traveling in the same direction. So இதுதான் கொடுத்திருக்கிற flow. So both of them is for each second. So what are the speeds of A and B? So that's the question. Okay, so I hope question புரிஞ்சது நம்புறேன். So you can just try this out. So இதுக்கு வந்து நீங்க கரெக்ட்டா equations frame பண்ணீங்கனாவே you will get the answer. Okay, so it all depends on how you are framing the questions. I mean, how you are framing the equations based on the given data. Yes. So இங்க வந்து concept of, so who can tell me what is the concept applied here?
Relative motion, relative velocity. Velocity, sir. 2.2.
Opposite directionsல மூவ் ஆச்சுனா நம்ம எப்படி எடுத்துக்குவோம் அதோட velocities?
VA plus VB.
Yes, you are going to add them. So equation frame பண்றீங்களா? So what is the first equation?
VA plus VB is equal to 4 meter.
Yes, so let the velocity of A be VA. So VA plus VB is equal to 4 meters or 4 meters per second.
4 meter per second. 4 meters per second.
ஆமா, ஏன்னா அவங்க சொல்றாங்க இல்லையா each second அவங்க ஏற்கனவே क्वेश्चनல வந்து சொல்லிருக்காங்க. So VA plus VB is 4 meters. Very good. For about the second
Option B answer.
Option B வருதா? Okay.
Sir.
Second statement எப்படி எழுதிக்கலாம்? Can we write VA minus VB?
0.4 meter per second.
For the second one?
VB minus VA is equal to 0.4 meter per second.
0.4. Why VB minus VA? VA minus VB எடுத்துக்கலாம் இல்லையா? So it's not really
Yes.
specific. Yeah, subtract one from the other. So 0.4 meters per second. So relative velocity of A with respect to B. Sorry. So in the end equations when you get, you just need to solve these two equations. So first என்ன பண்ணலாம்? The method of addition, yeah, you can just add them. So you will get 2VA, VB will get cancelled off. So what happens? You will get 2VA is equal to 4.4.
4.4 meters.
So how much is VA?
2.2 meter per second.
2.2 meters per second வரும். So VA கிடைச்சிருச்சு நமக்கு. Now you need to substitute it and find out what is VB. So what will be VB now?
1.8 meter per second.
Minus 2.2. How much is 4 minus 2.2?
1.8 meter per second.
Correct. 1.8 meters per second. Is it clear? புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? So this is how you solve this question. So which is the answer? Option
B.
Yes, option B is correct. சரிங்களா? So this is a question based on the application of relative velocity. சரி, we'll go to the next model. So here we go for the second question. A body falling freely under the action of gravity under the action of gravity passes 2 points 9 meters apart vertically in 0.2 seconds. So time கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. From what height above the ground? From what height above the ground? Okay, well, from what height? We'll change the question. From what height above the higher point? Above the higher point did it start to fall? or did it begin to fall? So this is a question. Okay, options. Option A, 99 meters. Option B, 200 meters. Option C is 20 meters and option D is 109 meters. The question is, they are talking about the motion of a body under gravity. So object is in free fall. So it is passing 2 points 9 meters apart vertically in 0.2 seconds. Setting from what height above the higher point did it begin to fall is the question. So how will we approach this question?
Three equations. H equal to half G square.
S equal to ut plus half kt square, sir.
Yes. So we are talking about the height. Height na the vertical displacement da. So adanala you can use the second equation of motion. Time you can use the equation of motion having displacement and dependent on time. Time independent use so we need to use the second equation. Sorry. So the use panni just get the relationship. So we go there. You have two different variables, two equations. You solve both the equations, you will get the answer. Yeah, proceed. So solve panni, you just tell me the answer.
Hang ஆயிடுச்சு இருக்கு மானிஷ்.
Yeah. இல்ல
சரி. Okay. Oh, you are there. Right.
Yeah, I'm there. Yes, what are the equations? Equation கிடைச்சதுங்களா? So we'll just see if your equations are right. Yes, what is the first equation? Obviously we use the relation S is equal to ut plus half at square. So that is the relationship. Isn't it? இங்க வந்து a க்கு பதிலா நம்ம வந்து acceleration due to gravity எடுத்துக்குவோம் ஏன்னா it is in free fall. So you can just replace a with g. So that is what we do. So g value வந்து 9.8 ன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். 9.8 meters per second square. That's the value of acceleration due to gravity. So இதை யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க and get the relationship. So what is the height? So h is equal to so initial velocity when just before the object is being dropped, obviously it is going to be 0. So adhanala you will get half into 9.8 into t square. So what is the relation you get? H as 9.8 by 2 is
4.9.
Yeah. So it's 4.9 t square. So this is the relationship. So you'll get height as 4.9 t square. So we got one relationship. So box it and keep. So with one equation, we cannot really establish a relationship. So that's clue. When it passes 2 points 9 meters apart vertically in 0.2 seconds. That is also one more clue that we have. So 2 points now. So you are adding that much to your height. So height you are adding. You're adding 9 points. So it is passing 2 points 9 meters apart vertically. Apart means it is extra. So add h plus 9. When you add 9 to your original height, so the equation would be it is passing vertically in our extra second also they have given. That is 0.2 seconds. more at the meaning. So h plus 9 is equal to, இல்லைனா first equation எழுதிக்கோங்க so that you will get the relationship. As per the general equation உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் s is equal to ut plus half at square, so h is equal to ut plus half gt square. This is an equation. So in the place of h, we are substituting h plus 9. You know, it is passing vertically apart by 9 meters, 2 points apart by 9 meters. So h plus 9 is equal to half, you know, initial velocity would be considered 0, half gt square. So g, t square இடத்துல வந்து we are substituting t plus at 0.2, the whole square. So this is how you get the relationship, the second relation. இப்போ இதை வந்து நீங்க simplify பண்ணணும். You go with simplifying this. Okay, so simplify பண்ணிட்டு you tell me what is the value of t that you are getting. Okay, first we get the relation between h and t. அதுக்கப்புறம் ரெண்டுத்தையுமே நம்ம வந்து equate பண்ண போறோம். So that is what we generally do. ஓகேங்களா? So proceed, you get h plus 9 is equal to half, g is anyway going to be 9.8 times, it is of the form a plus b the whole square, so you go for an expansion. So a square, how much is 0.2 the whole square?
0.04.
0.04.
Yeah, 0.04. 2ab term
0.04t.
0.4t, no? 0.4t வரும். So just check it. இந்த மாதிரி you get the equation. சரிங்களா? அதுக்கப்புறம் you incorporate that half g term inside. Half g வந்து first cancel பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. So 9.8 upon 2 வந்து நம்ம ஏற்கனவே கண்டுபிடிச்சு வச்சதுதான். So I think that was
4.9.
yeah. So you will get 4.9 t square plus 4.9 into 0.04. So you can do the calculations. Plus 4.9 into 0.4 t. So in the way you get the relationship. So you get h plus 9 is equal to, what is 4.9 t square? Already you know the relation here. You can see 4.9 t square is anyways h. So on the place I can substitute h. So h plus 9 is equal to, so you can go for substituting the h, so that the h values will get cancelled off, and finally you will get the value in terms of t. So go for simplification. How much is 4.9 into 0.04?
0.196.
0.196.
0.196. Okay. Plus 4.9 into 0.4, எவ்வளவு வருது? This value?
1.96.
1.96. Yes. So ரெண்டு சைடுமே நம்ம h வந்து கேன்சல் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So you can get the value of t now. So what is the value of t that you're getting? So 9 minus 0.196 upon 1.96 is equal to t. So it's simplify பண்ணுங்க and tell me what is the value of t. 4.49 வருதா? Just check பண்ணிக்கோங்க because I am getting 4.49. So t வந்து 4.49 seconds you will get. Are you getting 4.49? Check பண்ணுங்க after you simplify.
Yes, sir.
ஏன்னா 9 minus 0.196 வந்து எவ்வளவு வரும்? நீங்க அந்த decimal subtraction பண்ணுங்க கரெக்ட்டா. You should get 8.8 something வரும். So அதுக்கப்புறம் you have to divide by 1.96. So you will get 4.49 seconds. சரிங்களா? So இப்போ இத கொண்டு போய் you substitute in one of the equations, you are going to get the height. So you substitute in h. So what is h? H is anyways the relationship, first equation நீங்க எடுத்துக்கலாம். So that is, which is simplified version, which is 4.9 t square. Then you can make use of this. Go for a substitution here. So 4.9 into 4.49 the whole square. So that is the value of h. So substitute பண்ணுங்க and simplify it. You would get the value, appropriate value. So எவ்வளவு வருது? $4.49 square, how much you're getting?
98.78 வருது sir.
98.78. One second, let me write it down. So I hope correctly calculate பண்ணிருக்கீங்க நம்புறேன். So you should be very careful while doing the simplification. 98.78. So approximate இதை வந்து நம்ம 99 எடுத்துக்கலாமா? So you can take it as 99 meters. So which option is correct? The answer is option?
Option A.
Option A.
Yes, sir.
Yes, option A is correct. சரிங்களா? So this is the method to solve this type of questions. ஓகேங்களா? So questionலயே they are giving you two conditions. ஒன்னு வந்து general condition, இன்னொன்னு வந்து நமக்கு அந்த 2.9 மீட்டரோட condition. So ரெண்டு கண்டிஷனுக்குமே நம்ம ரெண்டு equation வந்து we are getting the relation with s is equal to ut plus half gt square. அதுக்கப்புறம் we are trying to eliminate the height term and find out the time. So once you have found out the time, அதுக்கப்புறம் you go and substitute back the time and get the height. So we go with the method of elimination. Sorry, we'll see the next question. I hope this question is clear. So we'll go to a different model. Okay, here comes the next question, the third question. The particle covers half of its total distance. Particle covers half of its total distance with speed v1 and the other half distance with speed v2. சரிங்களா? So the average speed during the complete journey is options. So option A, v1 plus v2 by 2. Option B, v1 plus v2 divided by v1 v2. Option C, v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Option D, 2v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Yes,
Sir, option D, sir.
Option
D, sir.
B for ball or D for dog?
D for dog, sir.
D for dog. Okay, எப்படி வந்துச்சு D for dog?
Time is equal.
Sir, where
சொல்லுங்க
T is equal to S by T, sir. S by T by S by T plus S by T, sir.
Okay, so you went with average
So
speed.
S cancel ஆயிடும் sir.
Okay.
அப்புறம் sorry sir, S by V1 by S by V1 plus S by V2, sir.
Correct.
S cancel ஆகி 1 by 1 plus one by V1 plus 1 by V2 denominatorல இருக்கும் sir. LCM எடுத்தா V1 plus V2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2 ன்னு வரும் sir.
Okay, சரி. So கொஞ்சம் confused state இருக்கு நீங்க சொன்னது, but I think it's in a way what you said is right. So first வந்து average speed formula தான். Total distance traveled by total time. So அந்த ஒரு கான்செப்ட் தான் நம்ம இங்க யூஸ் பண்றோம். So you're going with average speed. So total distance traveled upon total time taken. Yeah, இது தான் formula. So இங்க வந்து நீங்க போய் இப்போ சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்றச்ச நீங்க நம்ம கிட்ட வந்து we don't have even distance. So நம்ம வந்து எல்லாமே you have to speed தான். சரிங்களா? So first formula எழுதிக்கலாம். Total distance எழுதிக்கலாம். Total time taken வந்து 1 plus t2. Now you go and substitute for s or for in terms of t1 for s. சரிங்களா? So any one of them you can substitute. So time in terms of distance and speed, how can we write it? So
S by V1, sir.
s divided by,
V1, sir.
is it v1? Are you sure? ஏன்னா half of the journey சொல்றாங்க. So you will have to take it as s divided by 2v1 தான வரும். Isn't it? Same way for the other half, and the t2 அப்படிங்கறது வந்து the next half distance. So you will take it as s divided by 2v2. So because it is the half distance that we are talking about.
சார் சார் மேலேயே நம்ம s plus s ன்னு போட்டுக்கலாமா சார்? அப்படி போட்டா v1 s by v1 வருது.
அது வந்து it is up to you. மேல வந்து நான் டோட்டல் இது எடுத்துக்கிறேன். அடுத்து வந்து half எடுத்துக்கிறேன். So s by 2 ன்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன் நான். So அந்த மாதிரி also you can do if you want. அப்போ இங்க வந்து 2 வராது. நீங்க மேலேயே கன்சிடர் பண்ணிட்டீங்க அப்படினா.
ஓகே சார்.
Yeah. So இப்போ வந்து you can take s as common out so that it will get cancelled. So இங்க வந்து you have 1 upon 2v1 plus 1 upon 2v2. So your s is getting cancelled off and finally we get the values only in terms of v1 and v2. சரிங்களா? So you go for an LCM. So அடுத்தது வந்து you take an LCM. Even half also if you want you can take as common out. So அத கூட நீங்க extract பண்ணிக்கலாம் as common. So அது வந்து makes things more simple. So 2 நான் common out எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன். So அந்த 2 வந்து reciprocal ஆகி it comes up. So 2 times v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. So that is the answer. சரிங்களா? So that is the average speed. I hope it is clear. Okay, so this is the answer. So the answer is option D. புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? So this is the method to approach this type of questions. So we'll see one more model and then move on to the next chapter. Not model part. Here comes the next question. The distance traveled by a car if it travels 4 kilometers north at an angle of 45 degrees to the east, at an angle of 45 degrees to the east, and then travels 2 kilometers towards north, 2 kilometers towards north at an angle 135 degrees to the east. To the east is options. Option A 6 kilometers, option B is 8 kilometers, option C is 5 kilometers, option D is 2 kilometers. இது ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. The distance traveled by the car, if it travels 4 kilometers due north at an angle of 45 degrees to the east and then 2 kilometers towards north at an angle of 135. So ரெண்டுத்துக்குமே they have given you the angles with respect to east when the car is moving towards north. So what is the distance traveled?
Displacement.
Yes. சொல்லுங்க. ஸோ இங்க வந்து என்னென்ன டேட்டா கொடுத்துருக்காங்க? They have told us 4 kilometers north. அப்புறம் திரும்பி 2 kilometers towards north தான் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. Isn't it? அவங்க என்ன கேக்குறாங்க? டிஸ்டன்ஸ் டிராவல் தான் கேக்குறாங்க இல்லையா? Are they asking us the
6
displacement?
kilometer.
No, they are not asking displacement. They are very clear. Particularly அவங்க distance travel தான் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. So what is distance travel?
Sir, actual
length தான். Isn't
Sir.
it? So what is that? It is basically a scalar quantity. It's not a vector quantity. So what is the answer?
6 kilometers.
kilometer.
Going to be 6. அவ்வளவுதான். You need not complicate yourself. இந்த angle எல்லாமே அவங்க confuse பண்றதுக்கு தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So the answer to this is very simple. It is just 4 plus 2 kilometers, which is 6 kilometers. ஏன்னா it is just a scalar quantity. So you just need to find out what is the distance traveled by the car. அவ்வளவுதான். So the answer is 6 kilometers. 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, so questions will be simple, but they put it in a different way. A complicated way போறதுனால we try to think a lot. So இங்க வந்து it is just distance travel, so you should be very careful about it. So just a simple addition would do. சரிங்களா? So that's the answer for this type of question. So இப்போ வந்து நம்ம will go to the next chapter. So motion in a plane போலாம். So we'll see different types of questions in motion in a plane. So with respect to that chapter, the different model questions we are going to see. So here comes the fifth question. Yeah, a particle, here is a question. A particle is projected with a velocity alpha, so that its horizontal range is twice the greatest height. Obtained. The horizontal range of the particle is option A, u square by g, option B, 2u square by 3g, option C, sorry, we are changing it. In a u square place we have alpha, so we'll put alpha. Yeah, so it is alpha square by g, 2 alpha square by 3g, 4 alpha square by 5g. Option D, 8 alpha square by 3g.
Alpha square.
Sir, option A, sir, alpha square.
8 alpha square by 3g. Yes. What is the answer?
Option A, sir.
Alpha square by g.
Okay. Option A எப்படி உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்சது?
Sir, maximum horizontal range of
Independent of height.
initial velocity
Uh-huh.
square பண்ணி gravitational divide பண்ணுச்சு.
Okay. It is actually not option A. option A is out of the game, so it is not option A. நீங்க வந்து இங்க relationship form பண்ணணும். So அதுக்கு வந்து first you tell me the formulas. What is the formula for horizontal range?
U square by G.
U square sin
U square sin square theta by
2 theta naught divided by G, sir.
So U square sin 2 theta by G is the relationship. Yeah. So அதை வந்து we are replacing with alpha. ஏன்னா அதுதான் அவங்க கொடுத்திருக்கிற இனிஷியல் வெலாசிட்டி. ஸோ அப்போ இது ஆல்பா ஸ்கொயர் sin 2 theta by G ஆயிடும். புரியுதுங்களா? ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் வாட் வி ஹேவ். அதே மாதிரி மேக்ஸிமம் ஹைட்டோட ஃபார்முலா என்னது? h is equal to h max or h is equal to first h சொல்லுங்க.
U square
Sin square
U
theta.
sin theta the whole square divided by 2G.
Sin square theta by 2G. இதுதான் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப். இதுதான் ஃபார்முலா. So formulas வந்து you have to learn. So it is U square sin square theta by 2G. So அதை வந்து நம்ம alpha square sin square theta by 2G ன்னு எழுதிக்கலாம் as per the given situation. So this is what we have. இப்போ questionல வந்து they are giving us one clue. They are saying horizontal range is twice the greatest height or twice the maximum height. அப்படின்னா மீனிங் என்னது? What are they trying to establish?
R is equal to H.
Equal to 2h அப்படிங்கறாங்க क्वेश्चनல. புரியுதுங்களா? That is what is the relation we have. So அப்போ அத கொண்டு போய் சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணுங்க, relate it. So when you relate it, what do you get? Alpha square sin 2 theta by G is equal to 2 into alpha square sin square theta by 2G. This is what is the relationship that they are trying to establish. Okay? So if this is a relationship, what is the angle? You get the relation between the angles. So alpha square cancel, TG cancel. Where என்ன cancel பண்ணலாம்? 2 இங்க cancel
2 cancel.
ஆமா. அப்போ you get sin 2 theta is equal to sin square theta. Yeah. What is sin 2 theta formula? Trigonometry apply பண்ணுங்க.
2 sin theta cos theta, sir.
2 cos theta is equal to sin square theta. Sin square theta வந்து நம்ம sin theta into sin theta ன்னு எழுதிக்கலாம். இப்போ ரெண்டு பக்கமே நம்ம ஒரு sin theta வந்து கேன்சல் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So what do you get? You will get 2 is equal to
2 cos theta.
cos கீழ போச்சுன்னா you will get tan. இல்லையா?
Tan theta.
Yes, sir.
2 is equal to sin by cos கிடைக்கும். So we can write 2 equal to tan theta. So it's the relationship. So tan theta is equal to 2. If tan theta value is 2, can you tell me what is sin theta and cos theta? Tan theta or ended up. What is the value of sin and cos? Come on, go for relating it. What is tan theta? Trigonometric ratios. Opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse is 2 by 1. வெறும் 2 னா கீழ என்ன இருக்கு? 1 தான் இருக்கு. அதே மாதிரி what is sin theta?
Opposite by
Sorry, இது வந்து opposite by adjacent தானே?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, opposite by adjacent is what is tan, right? I made a mistake. So sin வந்து is opposite upon hypotenuse, right?
Yes, sir.
இப்படி வரும். Yeah. So go and relate now. So opposite is anyways 2 by hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse value? Triangle form பண்ணுங்க.
Root 5, sir.
2, sir.
This is theta, so this is going to opposite and அது வந்து hypotenuse வரும்.
Root 5, sir.
2 1 na it is under root of 2 square plus 1 square, which is nothing but root 5.
5.
Yes. So 2 divided by root 5. அதே மாதிரி what is cos? It is
1 divided by root 5.
Adjacent by hypotenuse, sir.
ஆமா. So adjacent by hypotenuse
1 by root 5.
1 by root 5. புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? So you need to frame the triangle and get the values. So once you got the values, it is easy for finding out the range. So இப்போ வந்து what is the horizontal range? R is equal to So go to the horizontal range equation. Alpha square sine 2 theta by g. So this is what is we have. So alpha, that is the alpha square. What is sine 2 theta? திரும்பியுமே 2 sin theta cos theta divided by g. Substitute பண்ணுங்க sin theta cos theta value நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்கு இப்போ. Go and substitute. So alpha square into 2 into sin is 2 by root 5. Cos 1 is 1 by root 5 divided by g. ஓகேங்களா? So what is 2 into 2 is 4. So alpha square into 4 by
சார் G 10 ன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம்ல சார்?
4 by 5g. இல்லையா?
சார்
g எதுக்கு 10 எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க? ஆப்ஷன்ல நமக்கு in terms of g தான கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. எதுக்கு g substitute பண்ணிட்டு? Okay, you know.
Okay sir.
So what is the answer? R is equal to
4 alpha square by 5g sir.
ஆமா. 4 alpha square by 5g. So which option is correct?
ஆப்ஷன் சி சார்.
Yes,
Option C sir.
புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? How to approach this question? Is it clear?
சார்
Yes. So இதே வந்து horizontal range இப்ப கேட்டிருக்காங்க. They can also ask you what is the height. Height கூட அதே மாதிரி தான். You will relate and find out. Okay. So these are. So எனக்கு height சொல்லுங்க. What is the height in terms of alpha and g? Can you try for the same question? What is maximum height? Formula? What is the formula for
u square sin theta square divided by 2g.
Yes. So u square sin square theta by 2g. So which is nothing. Alpha square sin square theta.
4 alpha square by 10g sir.
Sin வந்து is 2 by root 5. So 2 by root 5 the whole square by 2g வரும். இதை simplify பண்ணுங்க. So you will get
4 alpha square divided by
4 alpha square by 10g sir.
yes by 10g. இதை வந்து இன்னும் simplify பண்ணலாம். 4 and 10 can be. So you can write it as
2 by 5 2 alpha square divided by 5g.
yes 2 alpha square by 5. Is it clear? So this is how you
Yes,
can
sir.
find out maximum height also. So in the mari you can get the relationships. Okay, for both horizontal range and maximum height. So rendithukme we try to establish the relationships. Okay, so we are going to the next one. So the next model we will see. Okay, next one the vector application now. Next question. So question number 6 sir. Vectors a bar and b bar. Vectors a bar and b bar include an angle. A bar and b bar include an angle theta between them. Theta between them. If a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar. So inge they have given the sum of the both vectors and the difference of both vectors respectively. Subtend angles alpha and beta with vector A, then tan alpha plus tan beta is options. Option A, AB sin theta divided by A square plus B square cos square theta. Option B, 2AB sin theta divided by A square minus B square cos square theta. Option C, a square sine square theta divided by a square plus b square cos square theta, and option D, b square sine square theta divided by a square minus b square cos square theta. Yes, try பண்ணுங்க. This is the question. When the vectors கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, அதோட relationships, they are given you the relation with the sum of the vectors and the difference of the vectors. Yes, what is the relationship that you are getting? What is tan alpha plus tan beta? So first one, the
B.
vector application. So இது வந்து parallelogram of vector da, resultant of vector, and the concept da. So what is the formula for parallelogram law of vector addition?
Root of r1 square plus r2 square minus 2ab cos theta.
What is the resultant of vectors in parallelogram law? Resultant வந்து நமக்கு, you know the resultant r is under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Yeah, that is what is relationship. And but இங்க வந்து நமக்கு resultant அவங்க கேட்கவே இல்லை. They are asking in terms of alpha, tan alpha. Tan னா அது வந்து direction தான் கேட்கறாங்க. Yeah, so
Yes,
what is tan theta? Do you know the formulas?
B sin theta.
Sir, B sin theta divided by A
plus
plus B cos
ஆமா.
theta.
If A and B are two vectors, correct. அதே கான்செப்ட் தான். So what is tan alpha here?
B sin theta divided by
B sin theta divided by
A plus B cos theta.
theta. அப்படியே எடுத்துக்கலாம். அதே மாதிரி what is tan beta?
Minus B sin theta divided by
Minus வரும். Yes, same B theta divided by A minus B cos
A
theta.
minus B cos theta.
Yes.
Sir.
இதுதான். So these are the relations.
Minus சொல்லலாம் sir.
Okay, இங்க வந்து நமக்கு no minus sign. Why there is no minus sign there? ஏன்னா beta is angle made by vector A minus B bar with A again. Yeah, அப்போ angle வந்து என்ன ஆகும்? Between vector A and minus B bar தான். So that is 180 minus theta.
Okay sir.
சரிங்களா? So அதனால தான். So you don't put a minus sign there.
Okay sir.
Yes. So இது ரெண்டு ஆட் பண்ணுங்க. What is tan alpha plus tan beta? Simplify பண்ண வேண்டியதுதான். Add it and go for a simplification. So b sin theta வந்து I think you can take it as common. Within the brackets you have 1 divided by a plus b cos theta plus 1 divided by a minus b cos theta வரும். So அப்புறம் you go for simplification. So further simplify பண்ணுங்க.
Set 2AB sin theta.
CM. It is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So எப்படி எழுதிக்கலாம் நம்ம? Algebra apply பண்ணி you can square minus
Minus B square cos square theta.
ஆமா. So a square minus b square cos square theta எழுதிக்கலாம். What is the numerator terms? A minus b cos theta வரும் plus a plus b cos theta வரும். So what can get cancelled on both this on this sides?
B cos theta, sir.
B cos theta.
Minus b and plus b cos theta getting cancelled. A plus a 2a. So 2ab
A B sin theta divided by a square minus b square cos square theta.
அவ்வளவுதான். That is the answer. It is easy only. So which option is correct?
B.
Yes, option B.
B.
Correct. In this case. புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா how to solve this? Okay.
Yes, sir.
The method to solve this type of questions. So you apply the identities correctly. Algebraic identities correctly apply பண்ணி you simplify the trigonometry, you get the answer. Okay. Yeah. We'll go to the next model.
சார் tan பீட்டா எப்படி போட்டோன்னு சொல்லுங்க சார்.
Tan
பீட்டா
ah
ஏன் அந்த இடத்துல மைனஸ் போட்டோம்?
so tan beta வந்து so we write similarly as b sin theta divided by a plus b போட மாட்டோம். நம்ம அங்க a minus b தான போடணும் because it is the angle made by a minus b vector with a bar. It is not a plus b vector, yeah. So we take a minus b, not a plus b here for tan beta.
Okay.
The brackets let's put it here. So இங்க வந்து angle made by a bar plus b bar with vector a. இங்க வந்து angle made by a bar minus b bar with vector a. சரிங்களா? So when that is the case, அப்போ angle made by a vector a and minus b bar வரும் because it is 180 minus theta. Here the angle would be 180 degrees minus theta condition. So it's 180 minus theta na you know it will lie in which quadrant? Yeah.
Second.
Most probably it lies in the second quadrant. Okay. So adanala we take it as a minus b cos theta. So the term will be so that is why we consider it as a minus b and not a plus b again for tan beta. Okay. That's how we approach this type of questions. We'll go to the next model. I hope this is clear. So we have different types of questions. We have seen different models now. Now random model pathiti we will go to the next chapter. Okay. So here comes the next one, next type of question. Okay. Next question here. A particle moving in a circular path of radius 10 meters, radius 10 meters, a particle moving in a circular path of radius 10 meters has a speed of 5 meters per second at any instant of time. At any instant of time. If its speed is increasing, at the rate of 2 meters per second, if speed is increasing at the rate of 2 meters per second square, okay, at the rate of 2 meters per second square, the magnitude of net acceleration, the magnitude of net acceleration is options. Option A, 5 meters per second square. Option B, 2 meters per second square. Option C, 3.2 meters per second square. And option D, 4.3 meters per second square. Yes, try பண்ணுங்க. Here, a particle is moving in a circular path of radius 10 meters. அதுக்கு வந்து at any particular instant வந்து the speed of the particle is 5 meters per second. சரிங்களா? If the speed is increasing at the rate of 2 meters per second square, அது ஒரு கண்டிஷன் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Then what is the net acceleration அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாங்க. So they're asking you to find out what is the net acceleration. So try it out. Yes. இங்க வந்து what do we question?
Sir,
என்னென்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க நம்ம கிட்ட? What is the given data in the question? அது first நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். Radius is given. Good. R is சரி. அப்புறம்
Speed.
கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. சரி. So they have given us the speed. Speed is 5 meters per second. Okay. அப்புறம்
This is by 2.
2 meters per second square வந்து speed கிடையாது. It is rather
dv sir.
இல்ல, it is A, no? Increasing at the rate of, look at the unit. The unit is meter per second square. So acceleration, it is nothing but the acceleration. Okay? So acceleration at that particular time when it is increasing is 2 meters per second square. So இதெல்லாம் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க questionல. So they are asking what is net acceleration. So for a circular path you have to apply centripetal acceleration.
centripetal acceleration.
ஆமா. What is centripetal acceleration?
V square.
mv square by r.
4 pi square v square r.
So it is given by alpha is equal to v square upon r. சரிங்களா? When mass gets cancelled on both the sides, when you are applying the Newton's laws, so centripetal acceleration in independent of mass, the formula is v square by r. Okay? So alpha is v square by r. So first அது வந்து calculate பண்ணலாம். So v square divided by r. So v is nothing but 5. So 5 5s are
25 by 10.
By 10. How much is that?
2.5
2.5.
sir.
0.5.
So you will get the value as 2.5. Isn't it? So 2.5 meters per second square. Sorry, this is this is centripetal acceleration. Okay? But this is not in the option. They are asking us net acceleration. We have only found out the acceleration at the instant of time. But it is increasing at the rate of 2. So what is your net acceleration?
4.5.
It's under root of 2.5 the whole square plus 2 square. So you need to consider both to find out the net acceleration. Acceleration at the increasing rate also plus the acceleration you found out at the instant of time. So rendume you need to consider. So இத வந்து simplify பண்ணுங்க. So when you simplify this, what you are getting?
5.25 plus 4 sir.
So 5.25 plus 4. So how much is that?
6.25 na tan sir.
6.25. Are you getting 6.25?
Sir, 6 plus 4.
Sir, 6.25 plus 4.
2.5 square அது கரெக்டா you have to find out the value.
5 plus
எஸ்
What is
சார்
the
6.25 தான் சார்.
அப்போ 10 point something வருது இல்லையா?
Yes, sir.
So 10.25, yes. So square root of 10.25 கண்டுபிடிங்க. 1025 upon 100. How much is that? You can go for a prime factorization.
சார் 205 சார்.
205 correct. 205 வருது. அதுக்கப்புறம் 41 வருதா?
எஸ் சார்.
Yeah, 41 வருது. So you can write this as 1 by 10 to 5 root 41. So root 41 by 2. So you can use the appropriate log calculations and then do it. 41 whole to the power 1 by 2. So what is the approximate value that you're getting?
3.2, I think, sir.
Okay. 3.2. Yes, the answer key also tells 3.2. So it is 3.2 meters per second square. So you have to learn how to simplify that root 41 value. So finding out the values of the roots of unknown square numbers. So it is an art of how doing it. சரிங்களா? So approximately 41 வந்து நம்ம 14 கூட assume பண்ணி sometimes you will get a very close value. எது நமக்கு close value வந்து which is very closer. So அந்த ஒரு option yeah. So just give me a minute chill. Then நான் வந்து charger connect பண்ணிக்கிறேன். Somebody at home. Yeah. స్టైలస్ ఈయన రాసే పేన అంటుంది చూడు. స్టైలస్ నా ఫోన్ ఇచ్చావా? నేనేం అడిగాను పెట్టారు. Yeah, I'm just getting things ready. Cannot help. Yes, so coming back, so இதுக்கு வந்து the option was C, 3.2 meters per second square. So that is how we approach this type of questions. சரிங்களா? So that was a different way. So centripetal acceleration use பண்ணி we were getting the relationships. Okay, last one more model here and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, next question. Question number 8. From the top of a tower of height, from the top of a tower of height 40 meters, a ball is projected with a speed of 20 meters per second at an angle 20 meters per second at an angle of elevation 30 degrees. The ratio of the time taken by the ball to come back to the same height and time taken to hit the ground is so in that they are asking you to assume G as 10 meters per second square. So options are 2:1, option B 1:2, option C 4:1, and option D 1:4. Yes, இது try பண்ணுங்க. So they have told situation வந்து என்னது, from the top of the tower height is given, ball வந்து project பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So application of projectile motion.
Sir, option D.
Option
D, sir.
D 1:4, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm afraid that is not right. It is not 1:4. Time of flight correct use பண்ணீங்களா formula and you got the relationship?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and அப்படிதான் approach பண்ணணும். So first you draw the diagram for this. From the top of the tower அப்படிங்கறாங்க. It is not from the ground. So it's not one full complete projectile. It's basically half of it. So draw the diagram. Okay, so I will draw a tower. So இது வந்து நீங்க level ground எடுத்துக்கலாம். So this is a ground level. So on this we have a tower. Say this is the tower. So from top of the tower it has been projected. So say this point. So இந்த point நம்ம A note பண்ணிக்கலாம். We'll take this point base at the tower as B. So what is the distance AB as per the question? It is 40 meters. Yeah, that is a vertical height. So from here it has been projected with a velocity of, say, the initial velocity. So whatever might be the velocity. Okay, 20 meters per second. Project பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Angle of elevation கூட கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So what is the angle of elevation? The angle made with the line of sight. Yeah. So the angle made with the line of sight வந்து is எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? 30 degrees. So this is 30 degrees. So அப்போ this is going to take a projectile path and before it falls down. Like this it falls down. Yeah, this is what is the given situation. So in the situation you will have to find out what is the ratio. So what is the time taken by the projectile? We can say, you can see here from top of the tower, a ball is projected with a speed of 20 meters per second. The ratio of the time taken by the ball to come back. Okay. So either one you find out. So T1 is equal to 2u sine theta divided by g. Substitute the values. So 2 into 20 into sine 30 degrees divided by g வந்து 10 எடுத்துக்கலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. So you simplify this. So 2 2s are 4. 4 into sine 30 is half. So the answer is you will get 2 seconds. So the time வந்து we got here as 2 seconds. இதை வந்து நான் T1 அப்படின்னு மார்க் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். Okay. So T1 is that time taken by the ball to come back to the same height. So that is basically the time of flight அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். Now time taken by the ball to reach the ground for the vertical motion. இப்போ projectile motion வந்து நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கிறோம் 2 seconds அப்படின்னு. இப்போ vertical motion கூட நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் இல்லையா? So for that what do we use for vertical motion? This one is for projectile motion.
Again the equation.
Yeah, you can make use of kinematic equation. So எந்த kinematic equation நம்ம ஆப்டா இருக்கும் இங்க யூஸ் பண்றது?
X is equal.
இப்போ வந்து for vertical motion பார்க்கலாம். Yes, what is the formula for vertical motion? We can use
X is equal to ut plus half at square.
Yes, S is equal to ut plus half at square. இது நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், correct? So இங்க வந்து you do a slight modification in this formula. So what is the modification that we wish to do?
A instead of a g.
Yes, instead of a you will put g. Yes. What about in the place of s?
Height is
h ன்னு போடலாமா?
height of the tower.
Correct. Height na h ன்னு போட்டுக்கலாம். That's correct. But they are saying it is coming back இல்லையா? So it is going backwards. So you have to take it as minus h here. So sign convention வந்து நம்ம ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கணும். So minus h is equal to, so u, what is the formula for the initial velocity when it's projected with an angle? So u place la வந்து you can put u sin theta, then that is a vertical component, isn't it?
Yes,
Resolution of vectors. Resolve the vector in the vertical component. So when you resolve the vector in the vertical component, what you are getting? You will get u sin theta. புரியுதுங்களா? இப்போ இங்க ரெண்டு காம்பனன்ட் இருக்கும். இது வந்து ux, இது வந்து uy தானே?
sir.
So what is the value of uy? Resolution of vector in the vertical component. So uy is equal to u sin theta. Yeah, u sin theta வந்துச்சு because it is u cos of 90 minus theta தானே? You are applying the trigonometry. So you get u sin theta, which is 20 into sin 30 degrees. So this is what we have.
10, sir.
So how much is that? 20 into 1 by 2. So it is 10 meter per second. So the vertical component of the velocity is 10 meters per second. So that's what we are. So in a direct way, we can write it as 10. Okay, I'm substituting the values. So u is nothing but the vertical component. So uy component. Okay, so it is 10. Sherry. So that we are taking it as 10 into time வந்து நமக்கு தெரியாது. So that is t2 plus. So இங்க வந்து whether to put plus or minus you should be careful because it is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, and it is coming back also to the same position அப்படிங்கும்போது you take the minus sign convention. So இங்க you don't put plus, you put minus. So it is minus half g into t square. Okay.
Okay,
So t square வந்து is nothing but t2 square தான் இங்க. So இப்போ you go for a simplification. So minus h is equal to 10t2 minus 10, g வந்து 10 தான். So 10 by 2 வந்து you can take it as 5. So 5t2 square. So இதை simplify பண்ணுங்க. So you will get a quadratic equation. You need to solve the quadratics. For height வந்து you can substitute as 40 இல்லையா, that is the height. So minus 40 is equal to 10 t2 minus 5 t2 square. So can you cancel in fifth table? Go for a cancellation. 5 ones are 5 twos are 5 eights are. So you will get t2 square minus 2t2 minus 8 is equal to 0. Solve the quadratic equation. This is the form x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So the x value கண்டுபிடிச்சுக்கலாம். Discriminant method இல்லைனா உங்களுக்கு எந்த மெத்தட் சூட்டபிளா இருக்கோ you can go with that method. Splitting method, if you can split, you can split, or you can find out directly. Discriminant formula use பண்ணி find out பண்ணிடுங்க. So what are you getting?
T is equal to minus T is equal to 2 and T is equal to minus 4.
Yeah, t is equal to 2 and t is equal to
Sorry, sir. T is equal to
4 then.
minus
Minus 2 and plus 4. So time cannot be negative. So you will take positive value. Yeah. So you will get t2 as 4 seconds. Then நம்ம எடுத்துக்குவோம். Minus எடுத்துக்க மாட்டோம். Time cannot be negative. Yes.
Okay, sir.
So what is t1 is to t2 இப்போ?
2 by 4 by 4. 1 by
2 is to 4. 2 is to 4 simplify பண்ணீங்கன்னா 1 is to ஆமா. So the answer is 1 is to 2. Okay. So that is how you solve this type of question. சரிங்களா?
sir.
Yeah. So option is option B. So 1 is to 2 is the answer. Okay. So in the Mari we have different varieties of questions which can come. So இன்னைக்கு வந்து we saw a few models. Okay. So in the questions எல்லாமே you try it. These type of questions in the same questions which we did today. அதுவே நீங்க வந்து வெறும் question வந்து you can see it and try getting the answer without looking at the solutions. So that way it will be very useful. நீங்க self analyze பண்ணிக்கலாம். So whatever you have learned, உங்களோட retention capacity வந்து நீங்களே you can gauge it from your house. You can itself see what is the retention capacity, how much you are able to grasp. So practice that. Practice makes a man perfect. So try to practice the same questions once again. And then you can try out the different types of questions. You can come out with doubts in the next class, which we are very happy to address. Okay, so we'll definitely look at different more models. So we have finished 11th. So we have almost touched around 2 to 3 chapters today. So next class we'll be 2 to 3 more chapters, and we will cover up the complete 11th syllabus for Neet, and then we will touch 12th as sir said. சரிங்களா? ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஸோ தட் வி வில் கவர் அப் ஆல் தி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. ஓகேங்களா?
ஆமா ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் 11th-லயுமே 50% மார்க் 11%.
So it plays a very important role.
Thank you, Manish.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you students.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.